kind of have to admit that, my perspective of QAnon was something I definitely overlooked. I kind of thought it was just like this random sort of aspect of online conspiracy theory. And, I guess like sort of like really hardcore Trump supporters, but it was really nothing more than kind of this harmless movement. But I think for a lot of people, the Capitol riots on the 6th kind of changed that perspective. So for someone who really is ignorant of what Q is, can you describe kind of succinctly, like, what is QAnon? What is the idea of Q?
Yeah, sure. And honestly, like, even just before you give the definition, QAnon was a fringe ideology. Like, initially in my PhD, I was going to look at multiple groups and how they use technology and ideology. So I had started with ISIS. I was going to look at neo-Nazi movements, white power movements, incels, and QAnon was an example of like conspiracy theories that could become a threat long term. And that's when I started looking at QAnon in 2018. But the pandemic really changed everything. And now this is why I have a whole PhD on QAnon, because it's grown so much. So I guess the short and sweet definition is that QAnon is a decentralized, violent ideology that's rooted in an unfounded conspiracy theory that a globally active deep state of satanic pedophiles are responsible for all the evil in the world. And basically adherents of QAnon believe that this same cabal is seeking to bring down President Trump, or former President Trump now, whom they saw as the world's only hope in defeating it. And the name QAnon refers to Q, which is a top secret military operation geared towards supporting the President Trump. And Q is actually a real top secret clearance for the Department of Energy in the United States. So it's the department that's responsible for like topics around nuclear codes and missiles and launches and all that type of stuff. So basically, it's broken up. Like, there's QAnon USA and there's obviously QAnon International. So QAnon adherents in the US believe that the USA was the first country to awaken and tackle their own deep state. But international QAnon kind of believe that every country has their own deep state. So in the Canadian context, they believe that Prime Minister Trudeau, who's been mentioned by Q in the drop several times, is part of our own deep state here, and he needs to be removed to liberate Canada from all the evil people controlling our country. So I've found QAnon in about 85 countries so far, and that's the quick and dirty gist of what is QAnon.